So I was talking about Noe, and because he is an expert faster, and he also goes to church every day and prays a lot. He's doing all the steps. He's doing the routine.
Kim told me to get a different water bottle cover because when I take sips of water, it's not that loud. It makes like a little bubbly sound, like you could barely hear it.
Let us know what you think. If he needs a different water bottle cover. He's doing it when we're in these meetings, and he's chugging so loud that I'm like, everyone's looking. It's like, it's okay, everyone looks. I'd rather him be hydrated than anything. Like, we don't really care, but it's just, you know, just asking to see if you were aware of it. If you're aware of it and are good with it, that's great. I have no problem. You know, anyway, so Noe, yeah, the topic is prayer and fasting, you know, and the alignment between the two, because in the Bible it talks about, you know, a lot of people when they don't have answers to their prayer and they say, I'm praying. Well, in the Bible it says in so many passages, the fasting is what gets God to intercede, to come in. So this is kind of a good challenge that we can maybe ask our viewers and ourselves to do. And you have some thoughts about that, Noe?
Yeah, so you said so fasting allows God to intercede.
Yeah, in the Bible that's what it was saying.
Okay, intercede into our intentions and
to the prayers and get your prayers answered. Like with Noah, there are so many different passages where, you know, it's kind of like people thought God wasn't listening and they started fasting, and then God answered their prayers. So that's, you know, God came in when they were already praying, but God came in when they were fasting. It was the fasting and the prayer, the alignment of the two.
It's a powerful tool, isn't it? Fasting.
Fasting and prayer.
And prayer, okay. Well, question to you, when you say prayer, are you talking about all like combining pre-written, Hail Marys?
No, however you pray. However you pray.
Because prayer to me is, you know, asking God what I'm letting go. You know, what am I letting go? What am I asking for that's new? You know, I'm asking for new things and releasing old things.
Right.
And then there is
now with the fasting, like if you're wanting something to change in your life, give me an example of something that you want to change, and then you're praying for it, and then maybe you haven't yet, and then you're fasting for it.
Got it. Yeah. Well, I've made great strides, you know, praise be to God, in the last few months on OCDing and releasing OCDing. And there's still a little residual amounts of OCD left, which I'm thankful for in this full moon to be illuminated. So I'm so thankful to see that, because I want to fully release OCD. So currently,
yes, that's what you're praying for.
In this Lent time, I am praying for the full release of OCD, not just in my space and in my mind and in my body and spirit, but in my whole genetic line and in my family. I want it eradicated. I don't
right.
I'm letting that shit go. That's
right. And so then you're going to be fasting. So tell us about how you're going to be fasting for this, you know.
Yeah,
or tell us about your fast. So you're going to be praying, now you're going to fast. So what does your fast look like?
My fast has two different shapes. One, the go-to is intermittent fasting, 18-hour fast like you do.
Yeah.
My other, the other shape the fast may take is 48 hours, where I go throughout my day and I just kind of monitor my body. Do you start the night
before, or do you start?
It depends, you know. Definitely, I'm normally not eating. My latest meal in the day is start at 3:30, you know, p.m. and I eat for about, you know, slowly. You know, I eat very slowly. I make sure the body likes it when the food's liquid, so I just really thoroughly chew. So I end up eating for like an hour and a half, and then I end up finishing my meal like 5:30 at the latest. Yeah. And then that's usually when my fast starts. You know, leading into the next day. So yeah, that's. And
this is what you were talking about earlier about, you know, when we let our body rest, we release, because most people are more focused in what they're putting in, stuff in their face. But when you empty out, now God can fill you up. And I think this is where you know, God's communication to us is, all right, you want something new? You want something to change? Well, what are you going to let go of? What are you going to, that's Lent. What are you going to let go of? What are you going to end? What are, you know, so I can give you something new, so something new begins. So, you know, what are we going to empty out from? And that's fasting. It's like, you know, pulling the thing on the drain in the bathtub. We've got to empty out in order for God to come in and then fill us up. Because think about it, God doesn't want to come into a mucky muck environment. God wants purification. God wants us to purify. And when we get purified, now we make our temple, the temple of our body, you know, a place where he could come reside. The temple of our body, so a place where God could come reside. And that is what you do with fasting.
A temple for our body so God can come reside.
Reside, yeah.